Oh, I don't know. Sorry that I just smacked the microphone trying to turn it on when it was already on. I think it's on anyways. Yeah, it is. Sorry again.
I'm freaking hate heights!
Sorry, hold on. I need to get my chat popped out.
Yeah, that's right. It's a badass jack.
Nothing much, man. Rock the lobster. Rock the lobster? Alright, there we go. Chat situated. Yeah, I'm pretty high level. I need to use...
You're promoted.
Oh my god, I just got a bonus package. That luck.
Don't do too well. You're making me look bad. Promotion time. Yeah, I got a badass of my own.
What character are you playing as?
You're promoted.
Claptrap isn't actually bad if you can stand playing him.
You don't know my name. Oh, we did it, folks. Yeah, we did it.
I can't believe I just got the bonus package. It's rubberized. Oh, it's so disgusting. That's gross. What the hell? I just heard like a really weird noise outside. Spooky. Alright, now we got the mega splitter. Some amp. I can't believe we got a bonus package from that. I know the dredgers, or the whichever ones that go underground, I know those ones have a pretty high chance of dropping them. But that's the first time I've ever had it drop at this level.
Atmosphere around here's odd, eh? Look at all that stuff being vented into it is. When I was a kid, I used to think that's where nightmares came from. So I used to try to hold my breath. Yeah, turns out that doesn't work. Keep it light, friends.
I love how they couldn't kill me despite the fact that I was looking at stuff on my laptop. Why do you want to level up? Are you stuck on something?
Yeah, I got a badass of my own.
What boss are you stuck on? I might be able to give you some advice that might at least help you later on. Alright, sorry about that. Zarpedon? What's killing you the most? Is it the AoE? I highly recommend bringing a shock weapon. And then having a fire weapon after that. Once her shield is down. If she's still in her mech, then the mech is armored, I think. And that you'll obviously want to use corrosive on. That and her AoE explosive that she does, like the Nova. Excuse me. You can actually dodge that by either jumping over it or ducking under it with a crouch if she's on the center platform that's raised up. You don't want to stand too close to her. You want to try and keep a steady pace going backwards if you're playing as a character that can't summon anything. Because obviously as Handsome Jack, you just use the Jax and the Jack will distract her. But on characters like Nisha, Aurelia and Athena, you sort of just have to constantly backpedal and watch for the explosive nova. And like I said, if you center her on the center platform, you don't even have to jump over it. You can just crouch and go underneath it. You can jump to the side to avoid some of her other projectiles, but that's sort of like oddly timing based and random. Like some of the projectiles will always hit you, whereas some of the other ones won't. It's like most Borderlands things. The pre-sequel bosses are a little bit more fair, just because they're actually designed around a mechanic that isn't, does the player have enough damage and regen? Because that's what all Borderlands 2 devolved into, and that wasn't very fun. If you have this weapon still, this weapon would be really good to use on her. Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse. You just have to turn off your controller's vibration, because obviously it non-stop vibrates. I don't need that garbage. And if you can, or are still listening right now, another good thing to do is put on a frost weapon for the Eternals that spawn. Because frost and butt slamming is one of the only ways to counter the fact that they can just regenerate all their health instantly. Luckily, if you stomp them while they're transforming, if you do it early enough in the animation, it'll interrupt it, so you can like get them stuck in a stun lock of butt slams. But that's hard to do with Zarpedon up your ass. That's more so just a general thing for dealing with them. The ones in the boss fight, just use cryo on because it's much easier.
to the money zone.
I mean, the only reason I didn't want to just jump into your game and help you immediately is because I don't like taking away the experience from people. Summoning in a person like me, I'd like 2 to 3 shot the boss without even looking at it. Oh god, that's not something you want in your face. Fuck it! Up my ass! I have to go all the way back. Oh, that's not the path to jump across. No, you fuck.
I win. See how you deal with lots of me.
Gives me the creeps. I mean, even the rocks look like they want to stab you to death. Not that much lighter, is it? What is wrong with me today? That's to me, not you.
Beasties. Crowd noise. Inspire things. Let's just go.
Suckers!
Boy, Vault Hunter, that loot's ours. Take 'em, boys. What did I tell you about those snouts?
Crazy weather around here, huh? Grenade?
The signal's coming from whatever remains of that structure up there. Wow, this place got ripped a new skylight, eh? They won't be getting their deposit back.
Oh. Screen just went black. There we go.
Stay quiet. Try not to make too much noise. Got my signal, eh? Good. I've been chased here by a gang of scabs led by some gearhead named Boomer. They want my head on a stick for stealing their ill-gotten loot. I hold up here to make a stand and then realise there are too many to... Here they come. Head down there and help me fight them off. I'll drop as many as I can from up here. Yeah, come and get some, Boomer.
He's not moving. Oh, it's good to be rich.
Adventuring's my game. That's on my new business card. Big tweet?
I like it. But then I don't know what twee means. I'm Janie Springs. Do you think you'll survive this shootout?
I hope so. Otherwise I've got 300 business cards that won't ever get used.
You could send me an EchoNet version, because... Pretend I said something witty. I'd like your number.
Well then, okay, Janie Springs, it's yours.
Ah! Frozen.
And we're dead. I need a drink anyways.
Those maggots don't down there yet, do they? Looks like they're gonna have to keep waiting.
Alright, sorry. But I'm gonna remute my mic so I don't have to listen to me eat. Okay.
Looks incoming. You and Jack Brown. Welcome to the money zone.
Well, Girlie has herself a pet vault hunter. Think your pooch is gonna save you, princess? You stole from me, and that
Yeah, I
means
got
the
a
big
badass of
dark
my
for
own.
you.
Can't steal from a thief, Boomer. If you want it back, come and get it.
And the world just got 25% more handsome.
Now you're stuck with that dumb look on your face.
First and last time I date a pilot.
Sorry, I'm eating. That's why you keep seeing the thing do that, because the triggers are so sensitive that when I put it on my lap, it just keeps doing it. I'm sorry. I know it's probably visually annoying. How's it going, Ghost Fighter?
Come back up. You've earned your reward.
So listen, since you helped me, it's only fair I split my loot with you. You want to kill or not be killed?
Take your pick. Thanks again. I better get going before any more of those scavs catch up.
Sucks to be you, Springs. Got zipped this time.
What are you talking about?
Just enjoying some
Something alright?
pistachios.
Amelia's number.
That's why I had my mic muted.
Nothing is ever an option.
But I figured I might as well respond to you before I muted it again.
Community college is a valid option. That's all I'm saying. You get your general credits done for cheap, then you finish at a university. Stupid-ass interest rates and the stupid-ass professors telling me to join one of these stupid-ass corporations ruining my stupid-ass life.
Alright. Sorry, I was trying to grab something. For even more snacking. I'm fucking nuts.
The other manufacturers ain't so bad.
Welcome back, man. I was just stuffing more nuts in my face. Totally not sexual. I love assorted and mixed nuts. You can't say that anymore as a grown adult without someone snickering or laughing. Even the person who doesn't want to laugh laughs. You have to say specifically the nuts you're eating, or else people would just be like, he's eating nuts. What a fag. Fag keckle. Dang it. What grenade is that? Look at all these juicy crystals. This lad. This outstanding gent over here. What? Turrets, please.
I need some heroes. Welcome to the money zone. That's right. It's a badass.
What do you mean by computer? I mean, I have a laptop next to me. That's what I'm using to look at chat. No, not really. It's not a very good computer. I wouldn't be able to stream from it, if that's what you were going to ask. My computer's screen just went black and white. Well, it won't come back on. Oh, there we go. Weird.
That's right. I need a pair of jacks.
I don't have chat right now. There we go. The only thing I ever really play on my computer is like Fistful of Frags or something. I used to play Borderlands on my computer for a while, but the computer that I used to actually game on, that wasn't even actually a gaming computer, it was just a cheap computer to begin with. But it could play Borderlands at like 30 plus frames a second, roughly. I really should just be saying, though, that this game runs better on this PlayStation 4 than it did on my computer, so, yeah. That's how bad it is. Or was, I should say. I haven't tried playing on this HP yet. Only Source games, really.
Some of this tech.
Yeah, I never had a PC that good. The best PC I ever had for its generation was actually back in like 2005. And probably earlier than that too. Probably around 1990. Like 1999, I think. Whenever the first Voodoo graphics card was put onto market, there was a guy who ran a computer shop near where I grew up, and he would just like sell random computers that he would put together himself and stuff like that, and he would make like early gaming computers and things like that for like Command and Conquer and a couple other games. That's what I got mine for, was to play Command and Conquer on it. And then in 2005, I got another computer from the same guy that I got for playing World of Warcraft. After playing World of Warcraft on a really, really shitty PC for like 6 and 7 months, where I could only run the game outside of main cities and stuff like that at a decent frame rate. If I went into like Orgrimmar back on my old computer, I had to look at the ground everywhere I went in order to keep my FPS above 5. It was so bad. But I think everyone had something like that during that period. Well, the worst part about AMD is the fact it's AMD. Burn. Savage. I didn't even blink when I said that. I'm not a fanboy, I'm just stating a fact that Intel CPUs are generally more stable. They are less like using a prototype and more like using a finished product. AMD has a huge tendency these past like 5-6 years to release stuff that isn't even fully tested yet, and a lot of the time doesn't even run the things that it should, despite the fact it has equivalent, if not more, power in the regard. So that's all on AMD. That's not on Intel. That's not Intel's fault for making a better product in general. That's AMD's fault for not being able to compare to the company who's been doing it better for a while. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be like Microsoft, where the company who's made an OS for 15 plus years successfully ruins it in 3 years, and then hybridizes it in 2 years, and then forced pretty much everyone to use it if they wanted their games to work right. Use our shitty Windows shit. Don't you want your your fucking Windows account tied to everything? That makes fucking sense. I don't even know where I was going with that. All I know is I prefer a higher quality product. I'm not a fanboy of any company. It's just when something is higher quality, I'm not going to sit there and act like it isn't. Intel does better more stable products. AMD products are not bad, but if you buy a brand new on the market AMD card, you should expect problems. AMD is notoriously inconsistent. I'm sorry to say. Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. But cheapness doesn't mean it has to be bad. I bought a $5 pair of earbuds that is better than my friend's $30 ones that are shaped perfectly to like fit in the ear and stuff like that. They sound nicer and they can go higher volume without staticking.
Not making an ice spot, not this time.
Or white noising, whatever you want to call it. Those are the earphones I'm using right now because I'm listening to stuff on my computer through one ear, and then I have the mic on my other ear. I mean, Intel does graphics, it's just they don't do graphics cards, they do integrated bullshit. Which I hate, but it's not made for making gaming computers. It's just made for normal, like, computer bullshit. Like doing documents and shit. It's good for servers and stuff like that as well. That's what a lot of servers run. Sorry I keep going back and forth and stuff. I'm looking for these like little rock things that stick up out of the ground. Some of them can have pretty good moonstone count in them. That and enemies. Yeah, but it's not about price and performance, it's about reliability. For me, anyways, when it comes to building a good gaming computer, buying the most recent released parts is the worst thing you can do. Yeah, sure, theoretically, you just made the most powerful machine by buying the most updated stuff. But also, in theory, you just made the most unstable machine with the least support for it. especially if a company wants to introduce something different with the architecture.
Pleasant surprise. Now, let the grand tour begin. And keep your meatcakes off the exhibits, or else you and
Like,
gonna
I don't know,
and that'll get
AMD.
real ugly. This here is the escape pod ejection system from the Starship Gigantic, destroyed in its maiden voyage after striking a comet. All 11,000 people on board.
I don't know, I'm not trying to bash AMD. I've just personally had friends and other people who have had problems with it. And most of the time it's fixed by either simply removing the AMD part from their computer or using something else. Or just using another AMD part, specifically an older one.
They tried to put it straight back in, but the crusade was, you know, exploded. And the tour continues this way if you like to follow me.
I don't know, I have no experience in that regard though. Just word of mouth bullshit from other people, so take it as it is. I'm not trying to be biased, it's just stuff that I've learned from reading about it.
I don't mind rolling my sleeves up when I have to.
Goodness, that's actually it. The data recorder. Just take it now.
Hey, no handling my exhibits. You're not here for the tour at all, are you?
Yeah, well, kinda too late.
I am Bill.
This sensor needs a gyroscope for stability. I'll update your echo post-haste. The local ingrates won't be too happy about you taking it, but I'm sure there can be reason with. Well, I didn't expect such a robust defense from Tony. Still, progress demands sacrifices of us all.
Yeah, and that's good, but how do you think a person felt who bought that shit when it came out? And that's what I meant earlier by... Normally if you have a problem with a newer part in your computer, just buying an older, cheaper part half of the time will fix it, even though it won't give you as much, like, computing power that you want. Just because it's more stable. 1 second, I need another drink. Oh yeah, I'm aware that they had problems as well. But they were also dealing with a lot more different of an architecture. And the main problem was driver issues more than anything else. It wasn't to do with the actual graphics card, like overheating or anything. At least as far as I know. I don't remember seeing people talking about them overheating or anything like that. Just a problem with the companies failing to update shit properly. Not something that... Stop it! Fuck! Can't put the... Trying to use 2 separate sets of earbuds right now and it's just not working. Excuse me.
got here?
Thanks for killing my psycho sister. I can sleep fine.
Foobar. Foobar booster shield.
Welcome to the money zone.
If only it was good. It has such a good prefix. These are just crappy Oz kits. Huh?
You don't know my name. Oh, we did it, folks. Yeah, we did it. You're promoted. Thanks, Mother Jack. Chill.
No talking to some people. You wait, you. I will send the universe into raptures once Excelsior powers into the heavens, and my music plays for all to hear.
Yeah, everyone's a musician.
Excellent. We're almost there. Return to my lab and I'll show you genius at work. You may have a little trouble with the neighbors again.
I don't know, I'm not trying to advocate not buying new computer parts. I'm just trying to say AMD has way more general computer maintenance issues with their cards. When I originally made my statement about them, I wasn't even talking about like the functionality. I was just talking about like from an actual hardware perspective, they are an inferior quality product. And I mean that's obvious to say that, but that's just something that people might not know. I wasn't planning on doing it anyways. Unlike most people, I'm perfectly satisfied with gaming on console. Gosh darn it. Perfectly hiding behind the pole. That's because of people buying graphics cards for non-graphics cards purposes. If you know what I mean.
Promotion time! Badass. Maybe the body double program wasn't so crazy. You're promoted! From the back, fear this face!
Yeah, pretty soon companies are gonna result into making like APUs and shit, like, or what put are put in consoles. I can't imagine they wouldn't. It'd be a lot easier to sell a gaming computer if all they had to do was replace one part to replace the graphics card and the CPU in one go. I'm sure a lot more people who aren't as tech savvy would buy a computer like that just because. They wouldn't care if it has the slightly less power curve. Because really, APUs make, as long as you build it good, and an APU would ideally be better even for a computer system, just because of the way that a computer die works and the way that most current computer chips are done. Having the RAM be perfectly like octopused around the APU is way better than how most things do it now, as far as a chipset goes. And like buying, like, say, a pre-built computer would be probably a lot more. It wouldn't only be cheaper, but it would also be a lot more cost effective for people who don't want to dump $1,000+ into a good computer. Because that's eventually what's going to happen. I mean, that's how it already goes. People want to say, oh yeah, you can build a good gaming PC for like $1,000. And that's like so not true anymore. You can build a run-of-the-mill gaming PC for $1,000. You can't build a top-level gaming PC for under $1,500 to $2,000. It's just not possible. Not unless you're specifically buying the parts from the wholesaler. Because even the cheapest, shittiest parts are gonna cost a good hefty chunk of change. And that's, like I said, that only qualifies as a run-of-the-mill computer then, if you're only buying the stuff that costs half of what it could be. if you know what I mean. Like, people buy a computer and then throw a graphics card out because they get one that has like 14 more gigs of graphic memory. And that's, again, part of the problem. I'm not saying that people shouldn't want to upgrade their PC whenever. I'm just saying that the fact that there's that much bloated PC parts on the market, like, you can get so many different PC parts that are technically still viable, it's beyond all reason at this point with computer parts. It would all be solved if companies just released one card and then released 2 or 3 variants of that card, and that was that. Instead of releasing like 7 to 9 different graphics cards, which are still all usable today, like that. And that's just like a couple years back. You can still technically use a 4 or 5 year old graphics card, as long as it was a top end one from that era. Because most games still bottleneck processing speed. So even if you do have like this supercomputer somehow with like over 1 million gigs of graphic memory, most games can't even take advantage of it because of bottlenecking. So it's great. And that's why I always say PC gaming is just prototypes. There's no PC gaming computer. It's just 1,000 different prototypes that don't do their job 100% well, but they do it. And then there's the subset of the like 0.1% of people who actually do have like an actual gaming computer that can run stuff at like ultra 4K and shit like that. Because when I say top of the line, I mean top of the line concurrent with like monitor size, graphic quality, like not just monitor size, but resolution output and stuff like that. Resolution scale. A lot of games now are allowing you to turn up the internal render scale so you can get even higher resolution. That just gets crunched back down to the resolution that you're looking at the screen at.
The other manufacturers ain't so bad. Sell! I gotta call my broker,
I'm dead.
guys. This'll be good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to kill that. But people always like shun me when I bring up the idea of having an APU available gaming computer that just has it all built into one, but is still actually good and not just like a shitty Intel graphics card. Or integrated graphics, I should say.
Let's get sexy. Hello there. You're promoted. You stay right there.
Oh yeah. But that's what I mean, like, you're gonna shovel out so much money for that PC that'll do that. And that's why when people tell me you can build a cheap gaming PC, I always go like, you can build a run-of-the-mill PC. That is what it is. Because as PC gaming keeps going up, there keeps being even more bloat with graphics cards. And I don't mean that as in a marketplace, I mean that as in there are so many different types of cards, and when a game developer goes to develop their game, it's nearly impossible for them to guarantee what kind of cards people are going to be using. Which is why, like, people always go, why does the game care, like, with the surveys? Because stuff like Overwatch beta and things like that, when people have the Overwatch, like, why do they want a survey for what my computer parts are? Or what my PC is like? Oh yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, that makes the PC market even more inconsistent and prototype. It doesn't help anything. Having an impressive subset of 1% things is the reason why the world is dominated by 1% owning 99%. It even applies in video games because that concept is so heavily, like, ingrained in how everything works. I mean, it's cool, like I said. I'm not trying to hate the idea of having 8K textures or something like that, but it's like, if a company's wasting development time putting money into that for the subset of assholes who spent a lot of money on their computers because they're rich assholes to begin with, that's bullshit. That's just bullshit. Put the actual money into developing the freaking game. You know what I mean? It's like Overwatch. How about you actually fix the problems instead of releasing more characters that are just broken on release and you know are gonna get nerfed? And they know it's fucked up, but they just leave it that way so people can have fun the first couple weeks. Because people already didn't have fun on the PTR and then complain about it. And then have them not change it by the time the hero hits live. Because we're Blizzard and we know how to balance games, and my name's Jeff Kaplan and I am a smart dude. Jeff Kaplan needs to go back to World of Warcraft, where he belongs. Overwatch is a little bit too complicated for him. He don't do number good. He done do them numbers good. Jeff Bafflin. Blizzard is a company that has always baffled me. Like, how can they fail so hard at balancing games when they've been working at a company and that surely have people who are at least a little bit decent with mathematics to figure shit out? Like, if a character uses this ability with this amount of HP, with there being these characters that have this little HP, isn't that a little bit broken? No, let's just leave that in the game because that's acceptable. Or how about dumb glitches like Mercy being able to res from within spawn or stuff like that? Like that shouldn't be allowed in competitive environments. My name's Jeff Kaplan, and here I am making another YouTube video that I sound like a clueless D-bag in.
You don't know my name. Oh, we
Oh yeah, I know. It at least with that company, you can accept the fact that they haven't been doing it for that long. With Blizzard, their company has literally been doing it for the past however long World of Warcraft and shit like that has been going on. 14 years or something at this point. I don't know, I played a lot of it in vanilla and the Burning Crusade up until Wrath of Lich King, and then after ICC I just stopped playing. I didn't give a fuck about Cataclysm because I didn't want the actual game to change. And when it changed, I hated it. And then I never played again. Well, actually, that's a lie. I mean, I like any other person who played World of Warcraft, always go back every once in a while, realize that it's not the game that you want it to be, and then stop playing it like a week later. And the only reason you ever played it to begin with was because of friends. Is that rain? Hold on, I gotta look at the radar real quick. Peep that radar, son. I'm totally not brown enough. Cleveland brown enough to make those kinds of jokes. I talk like that guy who should have a mullet. I'm one of them, like, country western folk. Not really. Oh yeah, that's definitely some... That there's rain in that there radar. Sorry, that's probably super fucking annoying. I'll stop. There's rain in them there clouds. Well, one thing that I was one of the things that also made me stop playing World of Warcraft was during I think it was one of the pre-patches for Wrath of the Lich King. They removed Seal of Blood on Horde Paladins, and that just made me quit the game. Because I had spent the time to make a Horde Paladin after playing almost exclusively on an Alliance Paladin forever. I made a Horde Paladin, I got it up to like 67 or 68. I was loving fucking PvP. I came on one day and they had nerfed, or they had completely removed Seal of Blood, which was like my favorite spell in the game up until that point. And that shit just pissed me off so much, and I never, like, could think of the game in the same way, especially with how they changed the skill tree. Like, do you not understand that what makes RPGs fun? Even Borderlands gets that, even if you're gonna have useless skills that no one's really ever going to use, then still have the skills there. Sorry, I'm switching my ear. See, I'm not that kind of person when it comes to those games, so I don't like buying anything. To me, see, I never started playing RuneScape, and I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people who started playing those kinds of RPGs first, where there was a lot more storage and like things like that involved. And I mean, World of Warcraft still had that, but even people I knew who were mostly bankers still raided and did shit like that. But I don't know. I never cared for anything like that. That's like the lowest point in any RPG when you're talking about farming gold. If the highlight of any RPG has anything to do with its currency system, it's a bad RPG. Unless the RPG is specifically about currency. I'm sorry if that makes me sound pretentious in any way. I just don't understand that.
Hey, I'm not dead. How about that?
Like, I can understand wanting to collect rare items, because that's what I did. Collect unique items. But having, like, the most amount of gold on a server, it's like, cool, you've done the most tedious thing to get the most tedium, like, induced currency thing ever. Congratulations, dude. Talk to me when you're a high warlord in PvP. Or Grand Marshal. I'm not... I don't favor Alliance or Horde or anything like that. I was never a faction chooser. I had characters on both sides, even though I spent way more time on my human paladin than anyone else. I have a human paladin who probably has 365 days on it itself, because the account that I'm talking about, I had like 476 days, I want to say, if I'm remembering correctly. It's 476 or 486 last time I played the game and checked my time played. Days. That's like days real time spent in the game. But it goes account-wide, I believe, not on per character basis. So most of them were other characters as well. Because I also had a warrior on the Horde side that was High Warlord. Where the fuck am I going? I'm looking at chat.
agree. I'll be seeing you soon.
I'll give you something to shoot
Wow, I mean, there's a lot of weird crap around here. That's gotta be a good sign, right? Means something real juicy's waiting for me down there.
Promotion time! Crazy weather out here, huh? Yeah, that's right. It's a badass.
Get out of my way, Jax. Pests.
promotion time!
Alright, that's good. Now see where that takes you. I surrender! I give up! Of course he does. Now kill him. Why?
Not you, Jack.
Thank you! Thank you! Oh, what the hell? Don't let him live! Looks like that, right there, is the way in.
My friend Jack, who's a moderator in my chat on here, he found a Maggie in this locker right here. He found a trick shot Maggie. I was like, what? When we were playing co-op, I was playing Nisha and he was on Jack. Yeah, we duped him. We dupe pretty much every gun when we play together. Every legendary or anything we get. All of my Eddie Oz kits I dupe with him. That's why I save most of my legendaries, so I can dupe. Yeah, I play with him on PlayStation 4. If you have PlayStation 4, Borderlands.
Which one of you will cause them?
I've never used this rocket launcher.
Reverse engineering!
I can't tell what it does, so I'm just gonna have to use it, even though it's pretty shit. I have this. Oh, he was? I didn't know that.
Oh, we did it, folks.
Yeah, we've been playing together the past couple days. Yeah, but yeah, if you have the pre-sequel on PlayStation 4, you can play with us. Just be warned, his internet lags pretty bad. I don't get after him about it just because I don't really care. I'm used to playing with laggy internet. Because it's not my internet. I have pretty god tier internet now, at least for where I live. So
Jack, the path to the vault is
70
open.
down, 10 up is more than enough for gaming. Especially when I have it Ethernet cabled in. I'm not doing Wi-Fi or any shenanigans like that. I have it on a flat Cat 6 Ethernet cable. Got him.
The other manufacturers ain't so bad. Oh, I should steal some of these guys. You're promoted. That's right. It's a badass Jack.
God damn you and your love the bomb nonsense. Well, I'm good as dead now. Good as dead. Yep. Dead. No, I know what Kampfjet means. I didn't know that ROM meant room. That makes no sense. Why room fighting jet? Is there any specific reason why they chose the word room for that? What do you mean why is the name in German? His name's always in German. He doesn't have a normal English name. That is his name. Rom Kampfjet. I think that's because Dahl is headed by a German person. Because that's what he's supposed to be, is like a Dahl Marine. God damn it, they do so much damage. I just want to stand up here without being disturbed by a bunch of freaking aliens. No. God damn it, of course. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead again.
You're promoted.
Wow, that was way off. I didn't even know he could do that when he was flying back. Are you fucking joking me? You might. Oh my god. Oh my god, the screen was black. Get in the fucking center of the map already, you cock nozzle. Fucking cock wrench. I just came into some money.
Now that is pretty.
Welcome to the money zone.
The space is called in German Weltraum. What? So you mean Space Fighting Jet is what its actual name is? that boss fight. I mean, that makes more sense than room fighting Jet, to be honest. Makes a lot more sense. What, did you take German in school, or are you German? Oh wait, no, I think I already asked you this before. You are from Germany, right? I think I literally asked you this earlier today. Or it was either today or yesterday I asked you. Alright, sorry about that. I'm gonna always check those lockers now. Monstrous Snyder. Well, you had I think it was you who had asked me what time it was here, and then I had asked back, like most normal people would, what time it was there and where, if you didn't mind saying where you lived. And I'm pretty sure that's what you said, that you were from Germany. That's at least what I remember. Because I had thought the time where you were was in England. Oh, alright. Well, it was nice knowing not me.
I can do that again.
Yeah, knew that was coming. And it kills all the enemies around you, so if you had any chance of getting second wind, you don't anymore. And unless you fucking have magical ways of keeping an eye on what exactly the boss is doing, you can't possibly know if he's gonna be doing it or not. I swear like those bombs fall faster in UVHM than they do in normal mode. And of course, somehow his shield is resistant to electricity, despite the fact that shouldn't even be possible. It makes no fucking sense for something that is weak to something to magically become strong against it because the thing underneath the shield changed its elemental type. Makes no fucking sense. Because you're not shooting the thing underneath the shield, you're shooting the shield. Which the shield doesn't gain the person's characteristics.
Yeah, that's right. It's a badass jack.
God damn it. Why is he still shooting me when he's all the way out there? And how is he so damn accurate? What? Where did I lose that health? Into what? It's like this shit, like how is he that resistant? Like that makes no fucking sense. It's not even a fucking electric enemy and it's resistant to electric even with a shield on. What are you supposed to do to kill it then? It's resistant to every element, including the element that it's supposed to be weak to. My jacks can barely even kill this fucking thing. What the fuck is its resistance level at? Like, Jesus Christ. Fucking die already. What the fuck? Can't win when there's this strong of fucking enemies in the game. Like, what the hell? fuck? I hate bullshit like that so much. Whatever. Yeah, and this is just another fucking enemy that has ridiculously bloated HP. Like, come the fuck on with that shit. Yeah, sorry, we're gonna make this guy resistant to every element in the game, including non-elemental damage. Even though there are certain variants of that same exact enemy that aren't immune to all the types of damage. Fuck. Enough with that shit, motherfucker. Get over here. Just machine gun my health bar away.
Feeling the chill? Surprising no one. Yeah, I got a badass of my own. That's neat.
Special delivery.
Oh, I'm dead. Nope, I made it out of the blast radius. Thankfully.
You're promoted.
Without my Hornet, I can't beat this. My Blowfly, I should say, because it's not a Hornet. Totally not a Hornet. Totally not the same weapon with a different name. Get back here, motherfucker. Do I have anything else corrosive? I have a splitter, another pistol. We'll use this.
Which one of you will cause the most pain?
What are you supposed to do against that, even in multiplayer? Oh yeah, he's already dead. Finally! Not good job. You should have been dead the first time around. God damn it, I need another corrosive gun. I guess my Dandy Snider will have to do. My Dandy Snider. I was really hoping I'd get something good from him, but I'm not going to. I need more corrosive gun action. Against my best judgment, I think I need to put this thing on here.
I don't know. God, I hate this guy.
Because actually what that allows me to do is put even more corrosive damage onto my Hornet. this is where I die.
Let's not do that again.
Special delivery.
Whew. Just made it.
Yeah, I got a badass of my own.
Not scared at all.
Blow your asses off this
Motion time.
Yeah.
Don't do too well. You're making me look bad.
Loaderbot is easily the best character in that. He better become a Vault Hunter. He better become a selectable Vault Hunter in Borderlands 3, or I'm gonna be severely disappointed.
cover fire. Now!
Jack in! I can steal some of this tech. That's right. It's a badass Jack.
Pro. Oh yeah, next. Oh, I never thought about this. Oh my god, you have to aim like 40 years ahead of him. How? How does one hit a target that far away? It does not work, Captain.
This'll be good.
No, come on. Well, if you're not gonna buy it, then watch it. It's just a fucking movie game. At least watch it. If you don't plan on buying it, at least make sure you watch it. Because it is really good.
I should steal some.
I know I just said that like 4 times in a row, but I mean it. God. How are there this many alive? What are my fucking jacks doing when they're summoned? Jesus Christ, they don't kill anything. All 5 of the ads were still alive after having my fucking jacks up. Jesus Christ, could they have split up the damage in any worse of a fashion? Why do I have to get this kind of shit RNG right now? Unbelievable. I would have liked to be able to kill him more than fucking once in a row without having to fucking die first to some stupid fucking bullshit with his boss fight.
Yeah, that's right. It's a badass jack.
You know, you'd figure with a Hornet I'd be able to kill him a little tiny bit faster, but no. Yeah, this fucking Malawan laser's way better than the Hornet. Fuck the Hornet. Why am I even using that piece of garbage? It's not even worth it. Malawan OP. So I guess we just learned the best of the day. Just don't use fucking a Hornet. Don't use the Hornet. Period. It's a badass jacked and free enterprise build.
I got a badass of my own. 1%, suckers. You're promoted. Promotion time. Oh, I just came into some money. Oh, it's good to be rich.
Oh my god, of course. Bad. 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 Sorry. I'm a whiny gamer. Baby gamer. Just a little baby. Alright, now he stands no chance. We figured out his weakness. In your VHM. See, there we go. Weakness acquired. Oh God.
Reverse engineering.
Stop pulling it to the middle of his body. Jesus Christ. What a fucking shitty spot for the aim to auto-aim to. Like, Jesus Christ. A toddler could have come up with a better spot to aim at than his fucking crotch. Oh my God, just go away already.
That's fast. Promotion time. Welcome to the money zone. Whoa. You don't know my name. Oh, we did it, folks. Yeah, we did it. Oh, I just came into some money. Well, hey there.
Jesus Christ, just too much stuff. I gotta get this fast travel point and go to Concordia. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the Nexus. Grinder is here too. And it's actually closer to the spawn. That's a sexy gun right there. hurting easy. I need to put another rocket launcher on because that fucking thing just sucks. Here. Let's see what garbage it puts out. A monstrous Jericho. Perp, please. Nope, no perp. Not a perp.
Hey, not crappy loot.
Unless you give me 3, you get nothing, soldier. You need to feed in 3.
I'm trying to do most of this solo, man. Sorry. But I do play with people offline, or off my streams, so. I play with one of my mods. Not worth. I need a new Malawan SMG or Malawan gun that's ice. Thanks for the offer, man. They don't have a bank here, so let me go. I still need to go to Concordia, because no, I'm not looking for people using Gibbed. Thank you very much, though. I could use Gibbed if I wanted to as well. It's honestly not that big a deal. Actually, I still need that. That's my sniper rifle. It's all the legendaries I've gotten in this playthrough. Legitimately. Not through editing them in. No, if you put 3 of the same type, it's guaranteed of that type. Same goes for if you put 2 of one type and then 1 of the other. So if you put 2 pistols and a machine gun in, you'll get a pistol out. That's normally how it works. Here, just for an example, because I don't need the weapons that much, I'll show you what I mean. If I use those 2 purple pistols and this machine gun, I'll get a guaranteed pistol. See? Not a bad pistol either. Another ×2. Yeah, it's pretty weird to learn at first, but it's all straightforward once you do understand it. 1 second though, I'll be right back.
I'm good. Always much better than burgers. If I ever get hired full-time, I'm deactivating this thing.
Alright.
The other manufacturers ain't so bad.
Oh my word.
Let's get sexy. Crazy weather around here, huh? Promotion time.
Holy shit. Eternals are so hard to deal with. Oh my god.
Let's not do that again.
I really need another Malawan gun that can freeze.
Yeah, that's right. It's so bad if you're almost as good a fake jack as me. I tried. Back here. The
I love how you can freeze the Frost Marines. Wow. Not even that can, like, freeze it or kill it. Unbelievable.
Manufacturers. So bad. Reverse engineering.
really loves that hat. You're promoted! Really good. Welcome to the money zone! Money is power!
Hyperion forever! Which one of you is
Gun manufacturers ain't so bad. some money. Oh, it's good to be rich.
I'll kill him one more time and then I'm gonna go. I need to get some sleep. I'm already pretty tired. Hey, but at least I was more vocal this time around. But I can be because it's nighttime. Not as many interruptions or loud sounds. No trucks driving by.
Oh, I should steal some of this tech.
I've got eye on the enemy.
I need some heroes. You're promoted. You don't know my name. You did a close job. You did it. Thanks, Mother Jack. You're promoted. You don't know my name. Ha! Frozen. Hey, Jackson! All right, welcome to the money zone. Yeah, I'm gonna find out who I am. Let's go. Sponsored by Hyperion. Yeah, that's right. It's a badass guy.
Sorry.
He's a hero.
I was trying to send my controller down in my lap.
What you said,
It
sucker?
wasn't working.
saving some money.
Alright. I'll be back tomorrow, everyone. Hopefully, anyways. Till next time. Peace out.